5 luckiest zodiac signs in September 2025. Who will catch not just luck by the tail this September, but a whole golden whirlwind of events, where money, opportunities, and happy accidents merge into one? Why will these 5 signs suddenly find themselves on top, as if the universe chose them as personal favorites? September 2025 will be the time when the thin thread of fate will unexpectedly change direction, but only for the chosen ones. Unexpected wins, decisions that bring millions, meetings that change life, all this will begin to happen to them. These 5 will seem to enter a secret room where the keys to wealth, luck, and personal victory are kept. You will find out who exactly will open the door to this stream of blessings. But be careful, perhaps you are also among them, and this video will become the sign for you that you have been waiting for too long. Subscribe to the channel so as not to miss your portion of prophetic power. Here you will not hear banal horoscopes. Here speak those who feel the pulse of the universe. The first sign is Sagittarius. September 2025 is not just favorable for Sagittarius, it is wide open. It is in this month that space will begin to work harmoniously for its growth, and this will manifest itself in financial events that will occur with precise, almost mathematical synchronicity. From the very beginning of the month, intuition will be heightened, and any decisions made on an intuitive level will bring unexpected income. September starts with sudden opportunities related to trips, negotiations, presentations, or contacts with other cities and countries. It is in these directions that the money corridor will open. Luck will begin to manifest itself in small things, offers that were not there before, people who suddenly remember Sagittarius, activation of old connections that suddenly bring benefits. The financial trajectory will grow not on the basis of the past, but through the new. Everything related to development, scale, education, consulting, marketing, and project activities will give a direct result. There will be a chance to increase income by 2 and sometimes even 3 times if you do not miss the right moment. By the middle of the month, you can expect the first noticeable increase in capital. We are not talking about random profit, but about a launched process that will bring results until winter. Particular attention should be paid to September 12 to 17. During this period, offers are possible that cannot be refused. They will be related to topics that Sagittarius has long postponed, considered premature or irrelevant. Now they will work. September will also give an advantage in negotiations, competitions, and tenders. Everything that requires quick reaction, courage, and a strategic approach will give a powerful effect. Sagittarius will clearly understand where to take risks and where to step aside. His decisions will be sharp, precise, and timely. This is one of the few periods when you can go for broke and win. The topic of authors' products, info business, educational platforms, online promotion deserves special attention. Those who work in these areas will have a flow of clients or subscribers that they did not have before. This is not just a surge, this is the beginning of reaching a new level. A sharp increase in popularity, attracting investors, reaching an audience with higher solvency, all this is possible with minimal effort, if you do not miss the September window. It is also worth paying attention to gifts, bonuses, material offers from people whom Sagittarius did not previously consider as allies. They can offer cooperation from which a new stage will begin. Financial surprises from distant relatives, old partners, former colleagues are also possible. Some of them can act as investors or transfer a resource that will unexpectedly solve a long-standing problem. Closer to the last week of the month, transactions will be activated. If Sagittarius plan to buy, sell, or invest, the best time will be from September 24 to 29. It is during this period that you can secure profits, sign favorable documents, or transfer assets to the profitable sector. A legal victory is also possible. Winning a dispute, receiving compensation, returning debts, or positively ending an old issue related to papers. September 2025 will be the month when Sagittarius will feel clear support from circumstances. Everything will work out in his favor. The main thing is not to ignore signals, not to postpone the initiative, and not to try to act in a template. The more active and free the strategy is, the more powerful the financial response. During this period, you need to show scale, declare yourself, and not be afraid to step forward. September will open doors through which only those who are ready for growth can pass. Sagittarius is one of the main favorites of luck this month. The second sign is Capricorn. September 2025 will be an unexpectedly powerful time for Capricorn, when the system he has built over the years will bear fruit faster than he himself expected. Everything that was invested in work, in development, in goals will return with profit, respect, and new doors. From the first days of the month, movement in the financial space will begin. Offers that were previously considered theoretical will begin to arrive. Now it is reality. Capricorn himself will not notice how one word, said at the right time, will turn into a specific contract, monetary compensation, or a long-awaited project that will not only pay off, but also give status. The first half of the month will be especially successful. Events will occur here that will give a strong point of support. Perhaps this will be a decision of superiors, unexpected approval, a transition to a new level of responsibility. Luck for Capricorn in September will not be fleeting. It will take the form of a permanent resource, promotion, expansion of powers, regular income. It is important to note, September is not about chance, but about results confirmed by time. By the middle of the month, success will be consolidated. Everything that began with doubts will take shape and rhythm. Capricorn will feel that he has finally entered into flows that do not require excessive effort. People themselves will reach out to him with the necessary requests, transactions will become easier, connections will be stronger. It is important that financial flows will be not only external but also internal. It will be possible to competently redistribute assets, make larger investments, and create conditions for long-term income. In the second half of September, prospects open up in non-standard directions. Where Capricorn previously acted cautiously, he will now have a chance to take a risk and win. Unexpectedly for himself, he may find himself involved in a topic far from his main profile, but it is this that will begin to bring rapid and stable financial growth. Perhaps we will talk about a new market, a digital project, a partnership with foreign participants. Everything will work out well if you act quickly and accurately. September will give Capricorn the ability to sense timing and achieve results without delay. The sphere of authority and personal influence should be highlighted separately. Capricorn will not just get rich, he will become a figure whose opinion is listened to. People who did not notice his contribution before will suddenly begin to show respect and interest. There will be a feeling that the whole of September is working to strengthen his position, in business, in the environment, in personal power. Important, do not refuse offers, even if they seem spontaneous. Hidden luck hides in those places where Capricorn is usually inclined to say no. September 2025 is a period when everything that Capricorn has built inside himself will manifest itself in the outside world. Luck will come through work, but will be much broader than the expected result. Profit, connections, influence, everything will grow in proportion to the willingness to accept. No illusions, only facts, only stable moves, and each step will lead to even greater success. Luck will not deceive. It will simply fulfill the conditions that Capricorn himself created with his consistency. And this month will show how strong he is when everything around him starts working for him. The third sign of Pisces. September 2025 will activate an amazing coincidence for Pisces, which will feel like a series of almost mathematically verified coincidences. The beginning of the month will open with an internal signal. A clear feeling will arise that the time has come to make non-standard decisions. Representatives of this sign will feel that they no longer need to adapt. On the contrary, those around them will begin to adapt to them. Several key figures will appear with whom conversations will begin about money, cooperation, and new opportunities. Moreover, these dialogues will not just be for the future, but with a quick transition to business. Already in the first week of September, Pisces will be able to launch a process that will bring tangible material returns. In the second 10-day period of the month, luck in the financial sphere will increase. Unexpected cash inflows, return of old debts, winning deals, and offers that were previously closed are possible. Circumstances will be especially favorable for those involved in creativity, medicine, education, consultations, psychology, languages, or esotericism. Pisces, who know how to speak, feel, and perceive deeply, will suddenly find themselves in the center of interest. Their knowledge, ideas, and unique vision will be in demand. Luck will be expressed not only in money, but also in respect, increased status, and expansion of contacts. During this period, it is especially important to be visible. Refusal of offers or doubts can close important flows. By the end of the month, the financial energy of Pisces will reach its peak. Large sums of money, unexpected winnings, bonuses, cash gifts, or investments that will skyrocket are possible. Someone will receive a new source of income, someone will find an investor, and someone will reach the global level. The cash flow will increase and stabilize, and most importantly, it will be supported by an internal readiness for scale. Pisces, who previously doubted, will finally be able to admit that they deserve more, and it is at this moment that the doors will open. In addition to material success, September will bring Pisces many situations where they will feel like the center of attention. Their opinion will be valued, they will be approached, they will be invited. This will create a feeling of confidence, stability, and inner uplift. Their voice will become louder and their influence will be more noticeable. The month will be especially successful for those who know how to work with intuition, grasp subtleties, and feel the moment. It is this perception of the world that will give precise clues: where to turn, who to talk to, what to agree to. September 2025 is not just a month of luck. This is the moment when Pisces will be able to combine their natural sensitivity with the material flow and consolidate the result. All the opportunities that will appear during this period are not accidental. They are a reflection of previous efforts, correct decisions, and the ability to trust themselves. And if Pisces allow themselves to act without fear, abandon their usual modesty, and turn on their inner voice to the maximum, they will get what has been inaccessible for a long time. Luck will not be ephemeral, but very specific. Accounts, documents, transfers, purchases, contracts, everything will go on the rise. And the main thing is that this is only the beginning of a bigger path, opened precisely in September. The fourth sign is Virgo. From the first days of September, the representative of this sign begins to feel that everything is going according to plan. This is not an illusion. Practicality, composure, and the ability to analyze bring concrete results. In the period from September 2 to 6, financial processes are activated. New deals are opened, transfers come, work processes that were previously slowed down are launched. This will be the moment when even the most complex projects suddenly begin to move. It is important for Virgo to maintain control, but not to interfere with the flow. Money comes to those who have thought out the steps in advance, and Virgo thought them out in the summer. On the 9th and 11th, important people appear. With them, you can not only establish profitable connections, but also conclude agreements that will bring in stable income. This is especially true for those who work in the field of sales, services, training, or consulting. Virgo's luck will manifest itself not in random surprises, but in logical, verified turns. Everything that she did before will begin to give results. The middle of the month, from the 13th to the 18th, is marked by increased trust from those around you. Virgo receives important offers that could have been ignored before. During this period, you should not be overly modest or doubtful. Everything that is offered has a specific meaning and will bring profit. Those who work for themselves or develop their own projects will be especially lucky. Support from clients, partners, subscribers will increase, and income will increase. This may not be a sharp jump, but steady growth, but it will be the basis of well-being for the next 6 months. From September 20 to 27, Virgo will have the opportunity to change their daily routine. This could be a change of duties, a promotion, or an offer that is difficult to refuse. The situation will be especially favorable for those who have long wanted to free themselves from the routine and do something more profitable. The opportunity will appear. The main thing is not to miss it due to excessive caution. Luck in September is on the side of those who know how to act quickly, clearly, and without hesitation. The end of the month, especially the 29th and 30th, will be the time of completion of an important financial cycle. Virgo may receive a payment, a large bonus, a win, or an unexpected bonus. Debt repayment or the closure of old obligations that used to hang like a burden is also likely. Financial cleansing will be a symbol of the transition to a new stage. In September, Virgo is not just lucky, she is building the foundation for a more stable and profitable life. Everything that comes will be deserved. And if at some point it seems that luck is excessive, this is simply a response to years of work and patience. The fifth sign is Aries. September brings Aries a powerful surge of business energy. Already at the beginning of the month, from the 1st to the 5th, he is faced with an offer that is hard to refuse. This could be a new job, cooperation, contract, invitation to a project where Aries will play a key role. The reason for such luck is the right moment. Everything that happens at the beginning of the month lays the foundation for a powerful leap in financial and career terms. The main thing is not to brush off calls and not to postpone meetings. Success will depend on your involvement. On September 7 and 10, a conversation may take place that will decide everything. Perhaps someone will offer investments, a share, a partnership, or reveal a prospect that Aries did not even know about. It is important not to argue, but to listen. Everything that sounds these days is important and will lead to an increase in income in the long term. The period will be especially successful for those who work in the field of technology, logistics, advertising, startups, sports, and management. Reserves that were previously inaccessible will open up in these areas. The middle of the month will be filled with events. From the 13th to the 19th, Aries will have the opportunity to go on a business trip, enter a new market, or receive an offer from another country. This could be either online collaboration or a specific business trip. Regardless of the format, the event will be a turning point. The cash flow that opens after September 15th will be stable and will increase by the end of the month. Particular attention should be paid to contacts, signings, and agreeing on terms. Everything should be recorded in writing, especially if we are talking about large sums. Unexpected payments are possible from the 21st to the 26th. Bonuses, compensation. Money that was no longer expected may also return. This is a period of financial recovery. It is important not to spend spontaneously these days, but to direct resources to a business that will bring additional profit. The end of the month, the 28th, 29th, and 30th, will bring Aries a long-awaited feeling of control over the situation. Everything that seemed chaotic will fall into place. Luck ceases to be random and becomes part of everyday reality. This will be a period when offers come by themselves, money moves easily, and things go without resistance. Aries' luck in September is not just a coincidence. It is a reward for determination, directness, and speed of reaction. And if he uses every chance, October will begin from a completely different height.